Yeah, baby.
Whew, what a week. What a week it has been for Lund Racing. Give me a sound check quick. Make sure you guys can hear me okay before I go too off kilter. It's been a crazy week for Lund Racing customers. Congrats to HPJ for building a badass car. Congrats to Aldo Weld for going sevens. Congrats to Midnight Performance building Darren Baker's car to be the quickest and fastest 6R80 anything ever. Like, now people need to shut the hell up when it comes to them saying, thank you for saying the mic is good. When it comes to them saying, oh, the 4R200. Well, that was a full 6-speed 6R80, okay, with a billet front planetary, and Manuel Gomez, as he always does, comes to Florida, gaps people, then goes back home and beats the 6R80 record. What a great build, and we're happy to be a part of it. Congratulations to everybody involved. I am Casa de Lund. That's right. Lund Racing allowed me to hang out here, set up shop. And the great thing about setting up shop here is exactly how it is at home. 2 screens, camera, except I don't got some pretty blue lights behind me. So that kind of puts a stamp, kind of puts a feather in the cap. Look, man, sevens is now pretty easily attainable, right? If you build a turbo power glide car or a twin turbo full max effort deal, and as long as everything is kosher and it's making north of 1,300 horsepower, it should run sevens. It should simply run sevens. It has been provable over and over and over. And I want to give a big shout out to the Blue Goose. The Blue Goose was the blueprint. They should change the name of the Blue Goose to the Blueprint, because that car based the suspension, transmission, gear ratio theory, tuning, boost, you name it, everything that Lund Racing is responsible for doing with every customer's car, because it trickle down economics, which, by the way, it's over. Trickle down economics apparently is over, because it does not look like Trump is going to win this election. And look, I'm pulling for money in my pocket. That's what I'm pulling for. But it does not look good for homeboy. Now, if Texas turns blue, I am going to talk shit on Texas for 5 years, because everyone's moving to Texas because everything's better. And if Texas turns blue, we know Florida's fucked up. I live in Florida. Florida's fucked up. Dade County, Broward, it's all fucked, super fucked. So don't be surprised if Trump loses Florida, it's over. Stick a fork in him. If he loses Florida, he's done. I don't think there's a way he's going to capture everything else and pull through, but I could be wrong. I'm pulling for money in my pocket. But anyway, it's pretty crazy how 7-second combos are very common now. And congratulations to the 5 newest members. All this happened within last week. Like last week, all of this happened. Now, a lot of people are not going to be on today because most people are watching Joe Rogan Watch the World Burn. And a lot of people are watching election coverage. And I totally understand that. Now, we're going to talk a little bit of the 6.8, but not because I know anything about the 6.8. I don't know a goddamn thing about the 6.8. But what I will say is this. If Evan Smith, who I respect, if he says that the 6.8 being in a Mustang is fake news, then okay, I think that's a valid point. I think that's a valid point if Evan Smith says fake news. Why? Because Evan Smith has the inside track on some of the stuff that's happening at Ford. Can it happen? A 6.8, 500 crank horsepower measuring from behind your asshole Can it happen? Sure. Can it meet the mile per gallon standards? Sure. Are we going to start having to put cams? Like, I get it. Coyotes right now, the nice thing about Coyotes is boost E85, 1,000 wheel. Can a 6.8 do that? I don't know, because it can only rev to about 6,500 RPM before the rods have issues staying together. Or you have to change cams and do the valve springs. Basically, old school Fox body shit. The wrinkle in all of this, the wrinkle is the 10-speed automatic. I think that 10-speed automatic, if it keeps a potential 6.8 in the power band and it's making gobs of torque at that power band and the shift points are between 6,500 and it drops down only about, 800 to 1,000 RPMs between shifts, that 10-speed automatic can make that 6.8 a pretty badass competitor. I don't know if it's going to happen, but after Evan Smith said fake news, it made me go, let me wait, because I don't know anything about it. All the other channels will speculate. All the other channels will tell you that they know everything about it. I don't know a goddamn thing about it. I haven't heard a damn thing. I just told you from the get-go that a Godzilla was not going in a Mustang or F-150, and I was right. If this 6.8 ends up being an aluminum version of a small version of a Godzilla, like a tiny Godzilla, 6.8 aluminum, all right, we're fucking with you. But if you're offering a iron 7.3, it's not going to go into a Mustang. No fucking way. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Everyone here saying fuck Trump for life. Trump. It's funny. If you are a car guy and you say fuck Trump, you're basically shooting yourself in the dick. Now, I'm not going to go one way or another. I don't care. I know that if Biden wins tomorrow, I'll be okay. If Trump wins tomorrow, I'll be okay. Why? Because I'm in Florida. I decided to move to a state that doesn't have any emissions, that doesn't have any... usually it's the last one to see any bullshit. Texas is starting to become blue. All these Californians are bringing their California bullshit to Texas, and Harris County, that's right, Houston, all that is a blue county. Bet me on that shit. That's going to be an interesting dynamic if it all goes down like that. I can't hear myself with this setup, so I'm going to just try to get that out of there. David Martin says, there's no way the 6.8 is going into a Mustang. I don't know. Because everyone's telling me that the cost to produce a 6.8 is so much cheaper than a Coyote that Ford is actually going, well, we might want to look into it. And it goes against everything that Ford has been doing. You're going to go backwards to a pushrod dinosaur technology V8 because of tooling? Or are we going to go progress forward into the future and do hybrid, twin turbo, small V8 stuff? I don't know. If they go backwards, we're going to be back in the SN95 days. And nobody liked the SN95 days, where all of a sudden you had cars, Fox bodies, that were performing. Fox bodies were getting it done. Then the SN95 happened. And we're like, oh no, we suck again. Oh no, we suck again. It's awful. Yep. So if that happens, I don't think the performance will suffer because of the 10-speed if it does go that route. But I'm not getting that. You won't catch me. What's today? 11/3/2020. I'm never buying a Mustang with a pushrod from the factory again. Like ever. I'm never going to buy a pushrod Ford from the factory. Ever, 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 ever. Why? I'll just get myself a Hellcat, a red eye, a douche eye, a brown eye. I am not getting a Ford 6.8 pushrod anything. You know what market is going to skyrocket if that happens? You know what market is going to skyrocket if that happens? The Coyote swap market. Because now the motor is done. It's not manufactured anymore. People are going to get, wait a minute, Gen 2 and Gen 3, I can shove boost and make 1,000. Go run 8s, no problem. Shove that sucker in a lightweight Fox, boost, and you're done. People are not going to be swapping 7.3s in a car, doing boost, and then living at 800. They're not going to be happy with that. Oh, but it makes 700 torque. Right, but the rods fly out the sucker at 800. Bet me on that shit. It's going to be a light show today, I think. So I'm just going to get right to the Peasant and some to the pay just so that I'm on top of shit. But congrats to every Lund Racing customer that in the last week ran a personal best, 7-second. Mario, Darren, Joe, I forget the other guy's name from HPJ Performance, and Darren taking the record, taking the whole kit and caboodle, 763, 184 and change. 184, 182.4. I forget, but it's a lot. It's very fast. Go back to the video and you'll see. But congrats, Midnight Performance got it done. That was the car that was gapping everybody in Florida, and they beat the GTR. So he said, Junior said, I didn't change the tune. From the times he went to FL2K to the track, I didn't change the tune. So that's pretty repeatable. And I'm glad that they got it done. And congrats again to Manuel Gomez. Bad ass shit. Okay. Wonder Racing, Keith Ray. We're going to see him next week at the Hail Mary Derby. Says, see you tomorrow, buddy. See you tomorrow, Wonder Racing. Andre Ratana says, quick question. Can a leaky injector or weak coils cause misfire and cold start then goes away once in operating temperature? Yes. If it's a leaky injector and it has a slight miss, it'll cause a misfire. Now, you got to point to where the misfire is happening, right? If the misfire is happening right at that injector, meaning you get a P0301 code, that's cylinder 1. P0302, cylinder 2. So whatever number after the 30 is the cylinder location. So 308 is number 8, 307 is number 7, and then you can chase it down. Even though a lot of S550s have been going 7s, would you still recommend an S197 for full drag build, or would you stay with an S550? I think it's cheaper to go fast with a S197 than an S550, because think about it. 9-inch rear end, high-end axles, just a lot of work to get the IRS dialed in, whereas an S197 doesn't need a lot of work. It needs a semi-okay built rear end, and you probably can go way into the H without really touching the rear end all that much, depending on your power adder. JB says, Flores 2020, Coyote swept the world with a side of the thing. I'm telling you, it does not look good for Trump. When you look at the projections, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look, I'm a realist. It doesn't look good. Belfer says, why is the wall 9.5 on the GT500? I thought the motor was King Daddy. It's not the motor, Belfers. It's the transmission. Everyone all of a sudden was wanting to update their strategy last week. Oh, there's a new strategy that came up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what changed in it? Nobody knows. Did you get TCM access? No. Do you have any trans pressures, clutch pressures, anything for the TCM? No. Then it doesn't matter. The wall, I think, is more having to do with the transmission control side of things than the motor. The motor will make 1,200, as we've seen. You'll see that later. But I think the trans, launching the car hard, that's going to be the big to-do with that car. And making the clutches live and make sure they don't fucking fry themselves on a shift at 1,200 wheel. You know what I'm saying? Anyone running 10% overdrive on a 6-rib Vortec? 10% overdrive with a 6-rib Vortec? I don't know about a 6-rib, but plenty of people do it with a 8-rib. What's your thoughts on the CT5 Blackwing as a daily comfort car? CT5V Blackwing. Let's look it up. CT5 Blackwing. I don't even know what the fuck that is. CT5 Blackwing. Images. Oh, gosh. V series. Oh, geez. Look at this thing. Jesus Christ. That is beautiful. What is this thing? No, you know what? I'm going to have to do some looking up, but that is badass looking. I got to look up the specs and everything. It looks like 650 horse. That's not that impressive anymore. And that's probably a 6-figure car. But for a daily sedan, hell yeah, who wouldn't rock that shit? That's freaking badass. But the X85 good enough for a built Gen 3 going for 1,000 wheel, or should I get C85? That question, Eric V, just hurts my head. It hurts my head. You can get pump ethanol E85 and make 1,000. X85 is 85%. C85 is 85%, just oxygenated, and they got like race gas in it. You can get E85 from the pump as long as it tests 85% and make 1,000 wheel. No problem. That's what I do. I don't even check the fucking percentage anymore. Hunter Walker says, I can't believe another company's built-tuned guy supposedly makes 1,500 wheel and runs 8s. That's hard to believe. All these Lund cars going 7. All these Lund cars are going 7s. It's pretty stupid. Nicky Figueroa says, NA 10-speed CJ Cam Z85 weight reduction. Or C85 weight reduction versus stock turbo GTR 50 and 60 rolls. Mustang won all 3 runs and down to run him in the white car. GTR 5 down to run him in the white car. I don't want to run anybody on the street because everyone's a fuck. Everyone's a fuck down here. Up here. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, but everyone's a fuck. I don't race anybody but my friends because they know what the draggy says. I'm not looking to race the white car. If you want to race anything, it's going to be my Fairmont. That's the race car. So if you're willing to play with the Fairmont, we'll play with the Fairmont. I'm not going to play with my daily driver white car. No way. It's just, I don't care. Derek M says, Channel support. Going to catch the show tomorrow. Thank you very much. I know a lot of people are watching Joe Rogan. They're watching the event coverage. They're not watching my shit, and I totally get that. I get it. That's why we replay the show so you can watch it later. Now, a lot of shows have been a lot of people are going live, and I'm glad that a lot of people are going live and trying to get that money. A lot of Mustang community people are going live and trying to get some of that dough. I get that 100%. The problem is going to be the content. Right? I'm giving you guys a real quick some advice. The issue with some of the shows is you don't have me. That's what makes this show the show. Me. So unless you have me on the show, you're going to have to really work hard. Me as like the main provider of the show, aka this show. Matthew Goodall says, channel support El Jefe. This 4C is mint. I will have a simulated drag logs for you in the morning. First street race is tomorrow night. Why are you street racing people? I just saw Osis Coyote sent me to a channel where all these races happen in California, and my head hurts. This guy jumped. The starting line procedure. This guy. Yo, you coming in too hot, bro. And that guy. And I don't want to. I'm like, I'm so glad I don't race anymore. It's just so fucking stupid. What's a Roush 2650 kit on a Gen 3 with an X-Pipe boiler, catback, exhaust, stock headers, 93 for... Oh, who cares? Who cares? Mo, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to tell you what power that shit-ass blower is going to make. It's going to make 600 once, then it's going to make 550, 520, 490 because the IATs are going to be 180. There you go. Holy shit, Matt, what are you doing? Jesus, you don't have to pay me that kind of money, but I'll take your money. Oh no, he said, I blew a rotor bearing in my 2300. Currently rebuilding, porting, and polishing. Looking at the fuel injector nozzles. They're heavily shrouded in by the manifold. Do you know if there'll be any benefit to opening those ports up, specifically at idle and low RPM? Unless your tuner, whoever's tuning you, is seeing trim issues at idle, the stream is so fine and it's not like a big wide pattern that drips around the edges. It should be pretty pinpoint accurate. But I don't think there's a detriment, but I wouldn't open it up too much because the injector seats in there nicely with the O-ring. If you mean just past that, I don't see it being an issue opening those up, but I don't think they're a restriction either. You know what I'm saying? X Typhoid said, yeah, you're a traitor to Latin people. Go with your white people, David. Oh my God, what's happening? Oh, once we get into politics, dude, I had a nice, healthy discussion with someone about politics and no emotions. It was nice. We're adults. Do you like him? Yeah. Do you like him? No. Why? This is why we're different. Cool. Let's go grab a bite to eat. We're good. You motherfuckers make it like Crips and Bloods. Do long tube header brands matter when it comes to high horsepower gain? I heard people say it all depends on the tune. We don't tune differently for Cook's long tube headers than Ultimate headers. Whoever told you that is a fucking moron, okay? I think the manufacturing of the headers and how they're made is the ultimate factor as to whether they make horsepower or not. I'm a Ultimate headers fan. Belfers gave me $3 and sent me a sticker. Alex, check your Facebook Messenger. Help to my 13-second grudge car. I got a money race tonight. Impending disaster. I got at least 4 or 5 of those. I got an email because on my channel, I now tell you how to email me, how to contact me, because that's what you do. Whether I answer or not, that's up to me. Some people were like, hey, I have a race coming up. What do you got? I got a 462 valve with a BBK throttle body and a cold air, and I need you to tune it. And I'm like, you're racing a 2 valve? You're racing a 2 valve? Come on. I have a 2014 Coyote and I'm going for boost. Should I go for a Gen 2 swap or build the Gen 1? Depend on your budget, Mohammed. I could do a Gen 2 swap and live at 850 and be happy with the car. If you want to build it to make 1,000 or more, sleeve the Gen 1, stud it, and then you can make 1,000 and change. Who did you vote for, bitcho? Sloth. My pocket. I voted for my pocket. That should say everything. The candidate that's going to allow me to live free and put money in my pocket, meaning keep the money I make in my pocket, that's who I vote. And that is the only thing that matters to me. How are you going to keep money in my pocket? And how are you going to keep me prosperous and my business prosperous? The people I work for, my hobby. There you go. Anyone who's against the shit I want to do, they don't get my vote. As Real GT says, hey man, I just want to say that you're the reason I got my S550 when I was stationed in Germany, and it was an absolute blast to drive in the Autobahn. Wow, that must have been so badass. Good for you, buddy. Alex votes Trump duh, says Joe Daniel. Ashley Fox says Mustang Lifestyle needs to sell all his shit and go imports. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Something happened? I have no idea. Ryan Rodriguez says at least Texas isn't a commie state. Dylon SN95. Texas might go blue. Texas might go blue. So easy on that. Texas, we're no God and no. That bitch might go blue, and you're then no different than Massachusetts voting blue. CX Javier says, if you don't vote for Biden, you ain't black, man. Come on, man. It's the thing, you know. Did you hear they want to immobilize Trump? That's the new drug that he wants to. Look, I love the election coverage. It is wonderful. Again, it doesn't affect me directly, but you know, I guess some people get real passionate about it, and I get it. Eric says, yeah, because Andrew at Mustang is fucking with someone else. Okay, whatever. I live in San Antonio. It's pretty split. Exactly, Ryan Rodriguez. So everyone's like, oh, Texas is so, you can carry guns outside. You could be free. Keep looking at how they vote. Keep looking. I got a real close eye on you, Texas, and you're turning blue real fast. Matthew Goodall says, Atlanta is very different from SoCal. No guns, no violence, just good, clean racing fun. And the tracks are open on the weekends. Are only open on the weekends. Interesting. What do you prefer, turbo-wise, single or twins? Corey Leckby. Look, Mario went sevens with a BL Fab kit. Congrats to him and BL Fab making a great product. And then Darren went twin turbo midnight kit and went sevens. And then Aldo twins and midnight kit. Twins and his kit and ran the number. Joe Holt, I think, is a single, and David Van Voris is a single. So pick your poison. I think it's all depending on packaging and how you want it to look under the hood, to be honest with you. That's my opinion anyway. Forbidden Concept says, I can't stand people that can't get along just because someone has a different opinion. Religion and politics are the two most divisive subjects, and when you're dating, that's about the last thing you want to talk about, because women are really emotional about both as opposed to logical. Hunter Walker says, when it comes to time to boost my S550, it might be around 70,000 miles. Should I look into refreshing the motor or doing anything besides OPGs? The car's only going to stay around 650 to 750 on a Paxton. You're fine. You're fine at that power level with that mileage. I wouldn't sweat it at all. Been voting for my Pocket 2 for 30 years. 808 muscle. Exactly. I vote for my Pocket. Anthony A says, Texas is still red. Let's see after the end of today if they're still red. We'll see, Anthony, after tonight or tomorrow, whenever they count the votes. We'll see if they're still red. I'm looking. I know Massachusetts is blue. Pennsylvania is a fucking toss-up. Florida is a fucking toss-up because of Dade, Broward, all the bullshit down there. They're just so fucking retarded down there, just the way they think, the way they vote. Everything's fucked up. That's why I don't live anywhere near it. Palm Beach County is pretty retarded too, and they start voting blue and for dumb reasons. Oh my God, it was unreal. Random someone says Massachusetts here. 2 big ups to you. Paul H says, I live in Austin, born and raised. Who cares? I'll put some money in your pocket. Want to tune my car in person while you're in PA? Absolutely not. We do not tune any cars in person. DS. I'll pay you $10 on your next live if Texas goes blue. Gotcha. Justin Talley. If Texas goes blue, you give me money, because I'm telling you, it's a possibility. Okay, now we've devolved into politics, which is okay. You know, now I'm on the peasant chat. Paid chat is done, paid for. Oh, it says Osvaldo Sanchez says, did you see Borat's new movie? Nope. That's not my kind of humor. I don't care about Borat. Sacha Baron Cohen, I think, is super smart, funny, but Borat just doesn't make me laugh. Bruno did, but Borat didn't. Phoenix says Houston is definitely blue shame. Mr. Jimmy Jam says background looks different this time. Did you fly out to visit KC526? Asking for a friend. Actually, I'm in Pennsylvania now. I'm at Lund's place. I'm in their office. KC526 is 2 hours north, and I don't think I'll be visiting her anytime soon because I have to go south 2 hours to Maryland for 4 days. But if she wants to come down, she's welcome. But you know, I don't think she's available at the moment. I don't think she's able to make it. But hey, if she wants some, she can get some. Oh, shit. And right on cue, there she is. She says, can they both lose? Haha. Flores in '04? In '04. In '04. 2004? She must be hopped up on drugs because she had some surgery recently. Ask me how I know. Thank you, KC526. Crazy. People are moving away from the California to escape if they're moving away to spread their BS. Arthur, look. A lot of New Yorkers are moving and staying in Florida. And I guarantee there's stupid politics because when they ruin it up there, they come down here. Again, I'm not a Floridian. I'm a Massachusetts guy. But I came to assimilate to Florida's ways. I don't want to rock the boat too much. But I can see a lot of people here are retarded already. Like if I tell someone, or if I go on a date or something and I go, are you born and raised in Florida? And they go, yup. I'm like, okay, you're probably really fucking stupid. And it's the truth. I'm sorry. It's the truth. The education system down there is awful. The people are pretty stupid and they vote on dumb shit, like real dumb shit. Arturo Hermosillo gave me $5 and didn't say a goddamn thing. Favorite type of question. Ezreal GT gave me $3. Didn't say a damn thing. ZR What says, hey, Alex, I got a 17 Edelbrock 2650 and a 2756 rib. Jesus. Okay, stock balancer. 85 tuned by you, 704, making 12 PSI. Slipping the bell, 21 degrees. Going 10 rib, 20% over. Holy shit. 275 should be 17 PSI. Assume I needed a revision. I would at least do this. If it's E85 already, I fucking hope, yeah, it's E85. I would give me a wide open throttle pull on the same tune to 6,000 RPMs. Send that log in. Do not go over that same tune. And then we'll see if everything is scaled properly. Usually the Edelbrock MAF is scaled all the way to like 20 PSI. So as long as the scaling is good and I see fueling is on the money, I'll just say, okay, pull it to 65, same tune. And if it looks good, pull it to 7, same tune. And if it looks good, I'm going to say, give me a 2, 3, 4 shift log at 7,500 RPM. And if it looks good, send you on your way. You might not need a revision. Hey, Alex, big fan here. Just signed onto the stream. What's your thoughts on the 2022 Mustang having a 6.8 liter motor, black Bruce Lee? Last week's show, I talked about it, and I talked about it right after the opening monologue on my end when I talked about the 7-second Mustangs. I don't think it's going to end up in a Mustang based on what Evan Smith said. Because Evan Smith wouldn't go out there and say fake news and have that shit screenshotted and then shoved up his ass later on when the Mustang has a 6.8 in it. So I have no info on it, except it's aluminum potentially, 500 behind the balls horsepower. And the 10-speed, if it keeps it in the right power band, it can be happy. And with boost, I can't imagine it not making 800. But what, are we going to go backwards in time and have a big block pushrod car, basically LS shit? We're going to LS swap Mustangs. Ford is going to LS swap a Mustang from the factory. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine when modular motors came out, everyone hated on them. Now they've reached the pinnacle where they're going 7s in a stock form. 1,000 wheel is easily attainable just with boost. No, not even a cam upgrade. And then Ford's going to go, based on tooling costs, we're going to go backwards in time and put an LS in it. What's the LS7, the big 7-liter one? Is that the LS7 or LS9? I don't know what the fuck it is, but Ford is swapping the Mustang with the LS apparently. Pushrod shit. Imagine if then Chevy starts putting dual overhead cam motors in their cars. It'll be bizarro world. Up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. Crazy times. Man of War gave me $7 Canadian, which after the selection goes, that's probably going to be worth more money than US dollars. So it doesn't look good for the boy. Thoughts on the 2020 Explorer ST Omar Medina with a tune, Omar? It is super badass. It drives like a car, just a tall car. And with a tune, it launches amazing. And it can be a easy 12-second truck and maybe a high 11-second truck with the right tune, conditions, and mods. And a great daily. Let me scroll all the way down to the Peasant. Okay, LS7 is only cool because LS. Don't call me for me in my Texas. LS7 is the 7.0. Thank you. So Ford is LS swapping Mustangs. 6.8 liter pushrod that revs to a whole 6,250 RPM. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Franklin Smith says the vet is supposed to get the dual overhead cam. Dude, how is that happening? That Ford goes supposedly pushrod and Chevy goes dual overhead cam? Wow. King B302 says, copy. How can we do that? Okay, they're talking to someone else. Okay, King B302, the tune request can be sent in Friday if I can get it done. I mean, send it in whenever. It's going to get done 2 to 3 days after you send a tune request in. It's not going to get done immediately. Orange 12 Boss Reduce says, don't blame me. I voted for Ken Block. AC 469 says, I appreciate all motors, Coyotes, LS, Hemi Port. I get you. I'm a Ford guy. I'm a Fox body guy. I love Fox bodies. And when the Coyote came out, it just touched my heart. The high revving, the power, the easy way it just makes horsepower, the 11-to-1 compression, the variable cams, all that's going to go away. It's going to be a variable cam and drive-by-wire and a 10-speed. So Chevy tuners, get ready. Chevy tuners are going to go, oh, there's only one spark table or maybe 3. Here we go. And now the market is going to be flooded with tuners and then you guys will benefit because it'll be watered down as shit. We'll try to do our best to be the best in the market as we are now. But every Hemi guy, LS guy can just go, oh, it's push rod, 1 or 2 cam schedules and speed density, boop, and they can tune it and their business grows exponentially. Crazy if it does happen. I think Ford would be crazy to put a 6.8 liter in a Mustang. Again, crazy, because Coyotes at 5 liters or 5.2 liters, like the Predator motor and the Coyote motors of Gen 3, are making 1,000 with boost with the 85. So you're going to ruin that, go backwards in time? Have at it, brother. Dakota gave me $20 and says, cheers, stay healthy and safe, brother. I am in Pennsylvania, so riots might happen. If Trump wins, riots might happen, but they're not going to know the votes here until, like, I don't know, January 19th. This state is super fucked. You will not catch me dead living in Pennsylvania. It's just super fucked. Edgar G says, hey, Alex, I have an 04 Cobra, and I wanted to know if you actually are going to get to the end of this question. Haha, gotcha. Edgar G, I did get to the end because I'm like, okay, maybe he has a legit question. Everyone says Trump 2020, and that's why I'm keeping my Gen 2. Exactly. The price, if Ford decides to put a 6.8 in the next Mustang, Gen 3 and 2 Mustangs will go up in value because it's the last. Just like the 2020 GT350, it's the last. So you can get the 2020 G, or maybe 2021 or 2020, I don't know. Whatever last year of the GT350 is going to be, that's the one to get. And the Gen 2 and Gen 3 Mustang are going to go up in value. And I have a red car that ticks, but it does sick burnouts. By the way, did you guys catch those 2 videos or 3 videos that I released this week? I released video with some pimp juice stuff or track prep with skinny secret sauce. A lot of people gave me some great advice once I put those videos up. Number 1, the burnout was fine, but might have been too long. So it made everything greasy and I picked up a bunch of rocks. Understood. Depending on weather, you might not want to do a long burnout. Okay, drag radials and asphalt, probably not a good combo. What I noticed using that stuff is it actually felt greasier. Now, I am not trying to say their product is bad. I bought the product, so I don't have to say one way or the other. What I'm going to do is give them a fair shot and get a concrete pad somewhere and try it again. No prep, and then a little of the skinny stuff, and go from there. And then see if I have any results. I'm also going to buy some bias plies because I think a drag radial on asphalt, because Florida is full of asphalt. I cannot find concrete anywhere. It's going to be a problem. But Osis Coyote talked to the AV boys. He DM'd them and they were telling him to tell me to use this certain compound, which I'm going to hit up Osis Coyote about and get that and try it on the exact same setup I have now. So I got stripper glitter coming and I got another compound coming. So I'm just going to test those on the same road, same conditions, same tire, and see if there's any improvement. I suspect it's not going to be any better. Why? Because I'm on asphalt on a drag radial. So I'm learning, guys. I hope you guys help me out with it. Don't criticize too much, but I'll do my best to get good data on some of that prep stuff because I'd love to do street stuff with that red Mustang. Not against anybody, on my own. I don't give a fuck about anybody. I don't want to be the baddest motherfucker on the planet. I want to give you content. That is my goal. Give you content based on the shit I do on my own. If I want to go to the track, I'll go on a day where there's a rental where I'm not fucking with people. Why? Because I hate people. Everyone's fucking stupid and they want me to tune their shit and they want to chit chat about their Fox body from 1985. I don't give a fuck about it. I can't be too loud. I'm in the Lund's house. Edgar G says, hey, Alex, I have an 04 Cobra. I already got that. Cuban Coyote. Oh, Cuban Coyote. I seen some stuff, Cuban. We're going to have a conversation. He says, what's up, Alex? Just spoke to David. and can't wait to throw on this kit on my car and see what we do. Also been seeing a lot of people here worrying about my car. Y'all need to worry about yourself. If not, you can DM me and HTFU. What's what? Hate the fuck up? H the fuck up? What's HTFU? Hey, Cuban, what's HTFU? Maybe I'm lost. Twin Turbo Teaser says Biden bed in 2020. Cuban gonna be badass. Can I see what he's doing? You Coyote guys ready to get gapped, says Genuine Garage. Bait in typical intelligence on a trumpet. Testicles 2020. Pimp Juice all day. I heard about Pimp Juice. Look, I'm going to try them all because I'm going to buy them all. I don't want anyone to give me any product, because then if they give me a product and I say I don't like that product, they're going to say, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. He's not doing it right. What a noob. I am a noob. I'm first to admit it. Once the drag radials and different compounds get tested, I'm going to slap bias plies on that bitch and start all over again and wear out my shit for you guys. Demon Lovicho says Coyote LS 300. JD the Boss says water burnout only. Water burnout only. This is that boy. I don't understand half of the shit he says, but he's super entertaining. Iraq curves COVID according to Trumpet. Iraq cures COVID according to Trumpet. Doesn't know how to fucking type English. Hush the fuck up. Hit the fuck up. Yeah, is it hit the fuck up? Hush the fuck up. Why hush? Why not just S? Is S next to H? S is nowhere near H, Cuban. Like, S and H are nowhere near each other. I just want to let you know. S is here, right? H is way over here. Unless you're on a cell phone doing this. So I can't imagine you confuse the H with the S. Did you mean shut the fuck up? Or did you mean H the fuck up? High the fuck up? Hit the fuck up? I don't know. Alex 2020 speaking the truth. Gang. What's up, Alex? Excited to go twin turbo. Any other boost controller you recommend other than the AMS 2000? Well, 50 Shirley. What's up, brother? Hope your motor gets back and going. Now I know your name. Sorry about that. The e-boost is okay. You just have to know how to use it. There's so many tutorials online. The e-boost is good. Look, the AMS 2000 is so badass. That's why all those cars you saw, or most of the cars you saw, had an AMS 2000, except Mario's car. I think it had a e-boost or a boost leash. I think he had a boost leash, and his car was rolling out. So just HTFU, bro. What's the H? Cuban, what's the H? Damn it. Jeremiah Camp, what's up? Jeremiah Camp, I heard about the trans, Jeremiah Camp. We got to talk to Ben Calamer. About that trans, Jeremiah Camp. I got to drive that car, but I'm happy I didn't get to drive that car because I didn't want to be the cause of a trans being a problem. Powered by the R Performance. It says HTFU PBH equipped. I don't know what HTFU is. Cuban, I love you. What is HT? Hate the fuck up? Ashley Fox says hate the fuck up? Like HTFU. Okay, let's. The peasant chat is lit. Pay chat isn't. HTFU. High the fuck up. Hit the fuck up. Hot the fuck up. Hyman the fuck up. Hyman the fuck up? Or fuck. Hollywood the fuck up. What other words start with H? Jeremiah Camp says, yeah, I wanted to wait until we get everything perfect before you drive it. Thank you, Jeremiah. I appreciate that. Guys, Jeremiah Camp is going to go. I'm going to make a whole fucking episode about his car. His car is just so much fun to drive. Head the fuck up. Ray said head the fuck up. Powered by the Hour Performance. Frank Perdomo says, Camp HTFU 6R80 swap. Hit us the fuck up. Hit. What else starts with H? Hey, guys. Type in words that start with H, please. Any word that starts with H, and we'll see. Hurry the fuck up, says KC526. Hurry the fuck up. Oh, okay, maybe that makes sense. Let me read it again from that. Okay, what's up, Alex? Just spoke with David and can't wait to throw this kid on my car and see what we can do. Also, I've been seeing a lot of people here worrying about my car. Y'all need to worry about yourself. If not, you can DM me and hurry the fuck up. That's pretty good, Casey. KC526. I might just make her a moderator here. How can I make her a moderator? Add moderator? She's a moderator now. There you go. She moderates my channel. Why not? I trust her. Here we go. Head the fuck up. A lot of people talk and don't Even got a car. Too many cheerleaders in race game. Gotta go back to work. Enjoy. Head the fuck up. Head the fuck up. Okay, guys, anyone in California? Hold the fuck up. Jason Kemp says hold the fuck up. Harry on the fuck up. Ghost says answer me. GXXST or whatever the fuck says answer me. I don't see you in the paid chat, bitch. Also, you should calm your fucking shit down. You fucking calm your tits down. Tits be fucking all acting up. Casey526 says I got a wrench and I'm not afraid to use it. So hey, be good about the moderating. Don't be getting all sideways in there. Schmitty Schmidt says, what's up, Papa? Checking in, trying to catch up. 1.5 times speed as usual for the win. Head the fuck up. Yo, head the fuck up. Head the fuck up. Am I wrong for thinking that cams don't really make the gains that they should? I was looking at some comp state trees for my Tony Full Bolt on. I don't Tony Full Bolt on 17. Cams do make a difference, Phil. Cams are like worth 20 plus NA and like 50, 60 plus boosted, depending on boost level, of course. Your last video with pump pressure on 85 was an eye-opener. My car is 700 rear-wheel horsepower, but I currently have a BAB. Could I run a Siley fuel system? And it just says that. Hold the fuck up, says Jason Camp. I think a Siley fuel system is okay up to about 12 PSI. After that, it just shows the exact same issues. And it's usually a restriction in the lines or the rails. It means head the fuck up, Alex, like head up racing. That don't make no sense. Hey, Forbidden Concepts, that don't make any sense. Head the fuck up. Like head the fuck up to the spot. Head up to the spot, or heads up. Like heads up racing? Dude, that I'm sorry. That English just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I love you guys. That English just doesn't work. Harris headboard for president. Hash brown the fuck up. Hey, that's pretty good. Power by the Hour says hash brown. I think I'm going to go to Dante's and go, can I get a steak sillet and HTFU? What's that? Hash brown the fuck up. Someone said hold the fuck up. Hey, Alex, love the content. I've got a 19 GT base. Which blower would you recommend for street use with a 355 gears? I like a PD blower, like a Whipple, like a Edelbrock. I got the Vortec because it was free and it was basically an R&D situation. It is Lund Racing's blower. If I ever have to do anything with the car, it goes right back to them. It is their Vortec. It's just on my car. If I want to keep it on the car, I got to pay up. What do you think about Ford's 4-liter Barra inline 6? It's good, but it's not any better than a Gen 2 Coyote, right? If you got to open it up, put rods and pistons in it, and to make over 1,000, you could do that exact same thing with a Gen 2 Coyote or Gen 3 Coyote. So in my opinion, it's not any better than a Gen 2 Coyote. It's cool looking. It sounds cool, but in terms of power output and packaging and tuning, I think a Gen 2 Coyote is right there. Race the 3-second vet. So, what the hell? Race the 3-second vet. Someone said something about racing a 3-second vet. Race the 3-second vet so you can get gapped. Race the 3-second vet so you can get gapped. It should gap me. If it runs 3 seconds, 60 to 130, it should gap me. He didn't want a friendly fade with the guy from the Jeep. Okay. Head short for, oh yeah, I remember that. That video was just, one thing I respect about the guys racing over there on the West Coast, they're about it. Meaning they're about that life. Hey man, come over here. Let's fight. Let's fight right now. And homeboy's like, I don't fight. Fuck you. And I'm like, respect. That guy wanted to fight. That guy said, I don't fight. And it was like truth being told. I'm like, okay, cool. Fiveohalex Shirley says, I got to go back to work. Here's some money for that Pornhub subscription. It's free. It's free. Phil says, am I wrong for thinking that Cam's already got that? Got that. That's why I said, hey, trans is fucked up. Oh, hey, trans is fucked up. Alex Garcia. That's pretty funny. Hey, trans is fucked up. Time to leave this shit state Jersey and move to Florida. I'm telling you, I don't care what happens in this election. I am slightly insulated from everything, all the bullshit and all the stupid people. Florida, yes, there's stupid people in Florida, but Palm Beach County seems to be okay. And that's where I'm going to stay. Everyone says race the 3-second vet. Okay. Race the 3-second vet. Race the 3-second vet. If it's a 3-second vet, it should beat me. HDF fuck is head the fuck up. Ford's new 6.8 coming to 22 Mustang variants and Ford's trucks. Oh yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I can't wait. Don't be Camaro, man. Hemorrhoids. A lot of divas in Valley Racing. Dude, I'm just done with the whole street racing scene. No, look, if I'm at the line, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. But now it's like, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Are you ready? Flash your lights. Are you ready? Flash your lights. And me, I'm at the line. I see lights flash. I'm going to go. Is a chase a race? No, a chase is not a race. I'm like, holy shit. This is what you do. You pull up to the line. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. I shouldn't have to rely on a flagman to say I'm ready. I'm at the line. I'm ready. Nope. Now it's like, okay, set off the sparklers. Oh, hold on. Okay, now turn on your left turn signal. Got it. Okay, now tell your boy to do the running man. Got it. Okay, this camp's ready. Now you do the same thing. Dude, starting line procedure has gotten full retard. Braille battery, 15 pounds. It's like $200. PC 680, also 15 pounds. There you go. Talking about batteries and weight reduction. I like it. Florida is dumb. Florida is dumb as a stump. Know that. Random someone. Well, if you go to Palm Beach County, it's less dumb than most of the counties. Tampa area, I don't know about, but it seems okay up there. But at the end of the day, there's no emissions. It's leisurely. It's relaxing. They're going to leave you alone. Cops are super chill from what I can tell. Palm Beach County. Martin County's fucked up. Dade County's fucked up. Broward County's fucked up. I like Palm Beach County. Call me crazy. Hellington Turbo Sleeper Kit and the Ford Triple Pump going 85. Stock MTD2 car with Exetti clutch. How much can the trans take to stay safe? I've seen transmissions blow up stock, so that's one of those questions that just can't be answered. Gordy, let's say Alex Salvia says, what's up, Alex? Light white battery. You got in the red car. What's the cost? Also, is it good for a daily driver? No. Anything lightweight racing, Alex Salvia, is not good for daily driving. But the Braille battery is good. I wouldn't trust it as a daily driver battery. It is not meant to be a daily driver battery. That's why Ford put big, robust, chunky batteries in there so they can last a long time. Gordy Kemmerling says, can you paddle second gear, leave at a track? Car, or is it a tune required? I got a 2020 A10. It's winter here, so I probably won't get a chance to try before asking. By the way, love my Coyote over my 14 GT500. Gordy, have you tried it yet? Have you stopped, put it in sport mode, paddle to second, and taken off in second? Have you tried that yet? I think you can take off in second. What's up, Alex? Coming to you from Georgia with the quickest, fastest 1080 nitrous only car in January, February. We'll get you guys an 8.9 nitrous only run. Danny Jimenez. He does have the quickest and fastest Gen 3 10R80 car. Quickest and fastest Gen 3 10R80 nitrous car. Nitrous car. I think it's way in the nines, if I'm not mistaken. Forbidden Concept says, that's why I say drag strip rules. That's why I go to the drag strip. St. Lucie County is laid back. St. Lucie County is whack as fuck. There ain't shit to do there. At 9 o'clock, everything closes. And unless you want to go to Cheddar's in St. Lucie West, you're fucked. There's nothing to do in Port St. Lucie. Is that room, John Lund says, is that room that Alex is in nice? Is that room that Alex is in nice? Thumbs up. Is that a question? It's pretty nice. It's an office. It's a legit office. I strive to have a house like this. This is like goals. John Lund checking in. He's like right over there. Car Enthusiast says, Flacco missed my paid question. Car Enthusiast, where you at? You lying motherfucker. Hey, Alex, this is Nestor. I got a 2019 Velocity Blue by Power by the Hour. Oh, what's up, brother? The Pro Charger one. Any experience with Goodyear F1 G2s? I've heard they really suck in the rain. I don't have any experience with F1 G2s. I've had really good experience with those stock tires that come in the 19 Performance Pack Mustang. I believe they're the Michelin Sport Cup fucking 4S or no, I forget what they're called, but the stock tires that come in the Performance Package Mustang are pretty damn good, but I've not had many experiences with the F1 G2s. Honestly, Nestor, this is what I do. Shit ass tires for the street, and once the car makes decent power, I go right to drag radial. R888, Nitto G2, ET Street SS, ET Street R. I don't play the drive it all the time best treadwear tire game. Unless it's stock performance package tires, I go right to drag radial, unfortunately. But Nestor, hope your car's doing well. It hasn't blown up yet, has it? I'm sure it's lasted longer with our tuning than the previous person. Must be a pain to get content out with all that rain. Dude, it's so tough, Christopher. Look, I'm lucky. I have 3 cars. I'm putting the Fairmont fuel system together, so I'll get you content on that. I got the white car and I got the red car. Once I got the 6F in the red car, I went, hell yeah, I can bring you guys some content. But man, it's raining nonstop down here. But yesterday, it finally got down to 70 degrees. The cold front showed up, and I'm like, yes, time to party. And then I had to go up north for a week to play up here. Hopefully, by the time I get back, I can get cracking on the content. Belfer says, settle this. Gal Gadot, Coyote, Sofia Vergara. Who's better? LS, Gal Gadot, Coyote, Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara got curves. Gal Gadot's a little too skinny for me. She needs to eat a burger or two. Phil gave me $15. It says, yeah, not bad. I'm on the fence in regards to staying NA and getting cams or dropping in the loot and going boost. The car has an 18 manifold, 18 cold air intake, free flowing exhaust, and 85. If I do cams, will I need a CJ setup? You don't need a CJ setup, but it sure as hell will help. You know what I'm saying? You'll benefit more from a CJ in cams than with an 18 manifold in cams for sure. Most sorry, give me $50 from, I don't know, where is that? Australia? Armenia? I don't know, the A. I have no idea where that money's from. Alex, would you or Lund do a remote tune? Oh, Australia. Okay, so it's about $10. Would you do a remote tune to Australia? I'll organize a dyno and tuner. I won't swap the R2650 Phase 2 as it's factory for R-Spec. Mustang with 5-year warranty. Mo, we do not tune that setup. I'll say it again. We do not tune that setup. We just don't support it. We don't care to. It is a dud. It is such a dud. We don't even care about that setup. I love you. I love you. I love you. That is such a shit-ass blower that we don't even bother supporting it on our site. Sorry. We just say go Whipple, go Vortec, go anything but that blower. And everyone with the warranty, the moment you get a tune, warranty's gone. Right, Mo? So I'm sorry. We just won't tune that. Love you. Won't tune it. Coyote Slugger, give me $5. Didn't say a goddamn thing. Perfect. E-Rock says, he's the hot chick. Check out tomorrow night's channel. I guess they're talking about me. Hunter Walker says, sure you didn't drop a valve. Okay, they're talking about something now. Here we go. The cord is slapping that mic. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Appreciate that. See, man, you guys are the best. I love you guys. Let me get this out of the way. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Car Enthusiast says, it's running fantastic, but thanks to you and Lund. Hey, man, congrats. Look, we're happy to help you guys out. NA, boosted, 7-second, 8-second, 9-second, 9-second nitrous like Danny Jimenez. I mean, and Danny Jimenez, I put him right there with people like Finish Line Performance, HPJ, in terms of build quality. Danny Jimenez will go, hey, Alex, I just put a Whipple on the car. And I'm like, I know that shit's going to be right. Boom. Here's the tune. Yep. Tune's on the money. Here, idle, slow rev, watt, ship it. That is exactly how it should be done. So if you guys got anyone, if Danny Jimenez is near you, trust that he's going to get your shit done right. There you go. You're welcome, Danny. A woman has to have a body, boobs, and hips, but a little belly never hurt nobody. I'm with you. Coyotes will eventually run out like the 2JZs running out of blocks. If Ford stops making, they haven't been made for enough years, so it's skyrocketing in price of Coyote. Exactly. If it's been made 10 years, so then let's say the Ford LS 6873, fucking that shit comes in, aka the Biden years. Now the Coyote is going to go up in price. Look, the 2JZ is still very sought after. LSs are everywhere and still everywhere. So I think the Coyote Gen 2 and Gen 3 specifically are going to explode in value. Alex, you said you tuned my 2020 Roush Stage 3 Mustang if I swapped out the heat exchanger and went killer chiller. No, I didn't. I said that's what you should do. I didn't say I'd tune it. I never said I'd tune it. I said, you know what you should do in that thing to keep IATs low is get that heat exchanger out of there and kill a chiller. I never said I would tune it. Why? We do not support that combination. Again, we do not support that combination, Belfers. Sorry, we just don't. I never said that you can tune it. No fucking way. Danny Bill said, I already got Danny. Casey says, thanks for all the super chats. Edwin wants to know how much do we have to raise for Mr. Lund to make a cameo appearance? This is his house. He can come right in and talk shit all over the place. Davian Williams says, dating channel tomorrow? I don't think so. I'm going to be driving. I'm going to be en route to Maryland and setting up in Maryland. I'm going to bring my equipment in case I get to the hotel room in time and get you a show, but I cannot promise you I'm going to get you a show tomorrow. And thank you, KC526, for being the moderator and picking up the slack. Katie Porter gave me $5 for no reason. Thank you, Katie Porter. Look, 2 women on the chat. Twin Turbo Teaser says, damn, Belfast, no tune for you. I'm telling you, I never said we tune it, because if you go on our website, we don't even have a section for that. So why would I say, yeah, we're going to tune you? I say, how do you fix the IAT issues on that car? Maybe a killer chiller, maybe a heat exchanger. That didn't say I was going to tune it. If you vote based on your assumptions of motor value, you are hitting the pipe too hard. Alex, how often do people blow their shit up for not listening to their tuner? How often? So let's say, well, I mean, every single time they don't listen to us, it blows up. Hey, man, it's going to blow up. I got a race tonight. Hey, man, it's going to blow up. I don't care. I got a race tonight. And it blows up. And then they go, what happened? I'm like, it blew up like I said it would. Phil says, thanks for all the help, sir. 5 more channel support. Thank you very much. Love the data and the testing you've been putting out over the past 2 years. I love the video of the white car that I put out because it proves a visual representation of what fuel pressure drop looks like at the rail. Gen 3 Mustangs have a fuel rail pressure sensor, same as GT500s, older GT500s, all GT500s, 07 and up. And you can see the fuel rail pressure going bye-bye with RPM because I finally got some denser, cooler air. When I was out there 98 degrees, the fuel system wasn't stressing out. The air was moist. There was no power. And then I got 72 degree air and DA up in the low hundreds or high hundreds, low 1000s, which is good in Florida. All of a sudden, the car's like, woo, there's a shitload of air coming in, and the fuel rail pressure dropped like a rock because it's E85 on a stock fuel pump with a boosted pump. It's just not something I would recommend, especially for you guys live in the northern states. I live in Florida. That's warm down there all the time. So if you live in North Carolina, Massachusetts, and you get a 40-degree day with a boosted pump, E85 boosted car, bye-bye motor. It's going to blow up. Mufasa the Great gave me $5 and said, goddamn thing, I love ya. RS3 for me says, Alex, been gone for a minute, channel support. What's up, RS3 for me? Avalar says, Alex, I have 14 packs in 91 pump gas, 1050 VMP BAP. Do I need a retune going from 3.8 to 3.6 pulley? No, you do not need a retune. Get Avalar. That tune is scaled down to a 3.3 pulley, so you're good to go. Harris gave me $10, says, Dakota sent me the Flex tune, and I finally got to experience E85 on my 17 GT. And now I know why you don't like pump gas. The E85R is there for a minimum ethanol that I can use, or is it strictly 85%? I think you can get away with about 77, 75%. I wouldn't go any lower than that because it's going to trim out a lot of fuel and performance will suffer. It's not going to hurt the vehicle. It's not bad for the vehicle. It just doesn't help performance. Emmanuel Martinez says, thoughts on a Hooker Blackheart header, and I'd like to get a tune revision just to be safe. I just got tuned by Lund. Emmanuel, depending on the year of your vehicle, whether it's Gen 1 or Gen 2, you do not need a tune revision. If it's Gen 3, you got to let us know if it is catted or non-catted, aka free-flowing exhaust, and then we have to make a simple change for that. We do not turn off any sensors. We're emissions legal, so you're going to have your front O2 sensors, aka the wide bands, and the rear O2 sensors installed. No exceptions. No exceptions. I don't care. Don't ask me to turn them off. We cannot turn them off legally. And if Biden shows up, that's going to be even worse. In 2 years, it's going to be a bigger problem. Trust me on that shit. Hell, you're going to be driving electric cars. He wants to get rid of gas and oil in like 3 years. How the fuck's that going to work? Huh, Texas? Hey, Texas, how you like being energy independent and all that fracking? Gone. Bet me on that. Scott N gave me $10 from Canada. Thank you very much. But Emmanuel, Hooker Blackheart header, never heard of it, but it's just a header. Header's a header. It's all about construction material. I don't have to tune differently for Hooker than I do to Ultimate, then I do to Cooks, then I do to American, then I do to Stainless. Just all the same shit, except build construction. And in my opinion, the best build construction is going to last the longest and flow the best is Ultimate header. My wife's pregnant. Should I get new white balances and then a 14 DT500 signed by the Shelby Ghost? Shelby Phil, 2020. If you can do like a weekend at Bernie's, bring him up to the dash, put a Sharpie in his shit. Well, what is that? Oh, that's a brand new Shelby signature. Amanda Martinez gave me $2 and said 2019 Mustang GT, and yes, free-flowing exhaust. Okay, yes, if it's free-flowing exhaust, Emmanuel, hit us up. If it's on a pump gas tune, you need a revision. If it's on a Flex and E85 tune, you do not need a revision. There you go. Okay, back to the Peasant chat because that was most of the paid. Oh, here we go. Mark Rager says 2013 GT 6B just got a VMP Gen 2R with an 82 millimeter pulley and a BAP and a free flowing exhaust. What kind of power should I make? Stop asking me those questions. I love you guys. It could be shitty 93. You could be in high altitude. You could, who knows? Typically, that combination makes 620. Typically. But I'm not saying it's gonna make that. It's just too subjective. AF for president. Hell yeah. You know what I would do? My motto would be money in your fucking pocket. M-I-Y-F-P. 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 Head the fuck up. H-T-F-U. Head the fuck up. Hush the fuck up. Hash brown the fuck up. Heady. High the fuck up. First time I've ever heard head the fuck up. That's like, you mean heads up? Do you mean heads up? Because heads up is heads up. But head the fuck up doesn't. You come to Florida with that shit, we'll be like, what the fuck? What? What? I'm sorry. What? What'd you say? You said HTFU? Head the fuck up? I don't know what that means. Can you speak English? Oh, fool, you coming in too hot. You coming in too hot. I love that part of that video. Damn, you coming in too hot. Shit, man. You gotta slow down. Yo. RS3 for me says, you said on E85, on a 40 to 50 degree day, you can blow your motor, I think. Would you say MS109 is safer? Yes, MS109 is safer. Why? It is denser. It is denser, meaning the fuel pump has to work a lot less harder to push that fuel. Think of molasses. Okay, molasses is thick. And Trump is gonna, if Trump is going like the way he's going right now with all the projections, it ain't looking good. He's gonna have a lot of time to say thick. Think of pump gas and MS109 and C16 and C10 as molasses, and think of what's like a very light fluid, a fluid that's very light, like not dense. I can't really explain it, but think of molasses and water. That's the best way I can look at it. Molasses is thicker, denser, is a denser fuel, so the fuel pump will have plenty of it, and it's going to get to the fuel rail and, not struggle to pressurize the fuel rail, whereas with the E85, it'll struggle big time. It's about volume, not necessarily pressure. You guys probably don't even know what the hell that means. Sam50 says, some of the questions you get are pure cancer. Be right back. Going to tighten the clamps on my turbo Whipple Charge 87 Tune 03 Cobra to lower the combustion. Bama for the win. Hey, lower the combustion? Shit, with 7.5 pistons, it should better hold the combustion. Listen to my K&N filter intake and tell me how much power it makes, because it's all about it. HTFU. Head the fuck up. Yeah, hey, you should come over and put that camera on the K&N filter. HTFU. Head the fuck up. Butane. Wild Horse Racing. A lot of people here are a little dense. I don't think they'll understand butane. GT50 intake manifold or Boss manifold for 18 or 18 manifold. Boss or 18 manifold to me perform exactly the same, and they tune exactly the same. So it's all about how it looks. In my opinion, the 350 intake makes more, but not that much more that makes me go, whoa, 350 intake. It all depends on the configuration. CJ with cams is King Daddy. 18 with cams is pretty good, but not as good as CJ. I went with a 350 intake because I got it for nothing, and it made more power than the 18 manifold by about 7 horse or 8 horse at the same RPM. So I'm like, all right, sick. Stick with that. Arthur Wilson says MYFP. MIY. Money in your fucking pocket. Look, we're going to do the hashtag. That's my hashtag for next time when I run for president. MYIFP. MIYFP. Money in your fucking pocket. Money in your fucking pocket. Beautiful. Money in your fucking pocket. Hashtag. Make it a hashtag. Keep in mind, hook it up on those ozone polluter 9000 tune-up. Just spreading the corona here. Marco50 says, how fast do you think a Gen 3 10R will go in a 91 Fox? Currently almost done with it. What gear ratio do you recommend on a 28-inch tire? Starting with 410, I would do 355s. That 10R has a 470 first, I think, or something like that, or 4 point. It's a high number, numerical number. It's a 4.8 I know that the 417 is in the 6R80, so I think the 10R80 is like a 4.7 if I'm not mistaken. I would do 355. RSU for me says, I understood. MS109 for the win. Exactly. Joshua Rojas says, hey, Alex, me and my buddy are having a discussion. He said, wait, Rojas. Hey, Alex, me and my buddy having a discussion. He said deleting the cats on a stock 1617 manifold will make a big power difference. I think he's full of shit. It will. Deleting the cats, aka free flow and exhaust, is the biggest bang for the buck you can get. It's probably like 15 horse. And when I'm saying bang for the buck, meaning the price it costs to get them out of there or gut them is next to nothing. And the power output is the best for the price. So yeah, the biggest difference when you go headers to free flow and exhaust is removing the restrictive catalytic converter. I don't recommend that as a tuner because that would be illegal to do so. So you can make the exhaust free flowing. Tanksand50 says, Alex, my Gen 2 was tuned in London before I bought it. I tried contacting them after talking to a previous tuner. What do I do? Can I tune over a new tune without the device they use? I got a 250 manifold. Yes, Tanksand50. You get a Lund tune. You get a tune from any of our competitors. You should be able to flash over the existing tune and it'll rewrite the calibration to their specific proprietary configuration. Fucking Weekend at Bernie's. Fucking dead. Exactly. You'll know what a Carroll Shelby signature looks like if it was pre-14 or post-14. Because, you know, it'll look really nice if it was like from 07 to like 12. And then if it's like this, you know it was after 2013. Do I need a retune for Lamborghini exhaust? Man, that's why it sounds so different. It's got 4 pipes. Lamborghini exhaust. Alex, do you think we are living in a simulated reality? Well, so the Matrix. Are we in the Matrix? Now, Alex Jones did kind of talk about that. So did Elon Musk. I don't know, because it would be so complex. That means we're all tied into some kind of machine somewhere, and we have choice. Now think of all the bad choices you made in your life. Bang that fat chick, marry that wife that divorced you and took half your money, bought a Camaro, voted for Biden. Would you consciously make those choices? Would you like, well, I would do that, you know? Or in a simulated reality, wouldn't it be more like Vanilla Sky? Remember, was it Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise where he didn't know he was dead? Oh shit, I gave it away. He been dead, I think. And then he's just this simulation and there was an issue. And in the whole movie, he was stuck in this simulation where his girlfriend like wanted to kill him or something. And I think that's where they died or something. And that's where he picked up. But he was like in a simulated reality. Look up Vanilla Sky. And I think that's a Tom Cruise movie that he's stuck in a malfunctioning reality. But he's already dead. Great movie. I mean, not great movie. It's really bad. But it was good in terms of the concept. It's kind of long and it's artsy, artistic. You got to stick there with it. But once you stick with it, you go, oh shit, Holmes, he was dead. Damn. Yeah. Yo, man, that movie threw me for a loop and shit because I thought he was alive, but he dead. Oh shit. Damn, fool, pull one out for my homie. HTFU, man. HTFU, Holmes. Shit, Tom Cruise, you got me again. Tom Cruise get those movies that fuck with your head, Holmes. Yo, he like Edge of Tomorrow, that shit fucked up. He died like 8,000 times, Holmes. And this girl, she like supposed to save the world, but this alien who they thought it was in a dam, but it ended up being somewhere in the Louvre in France. Now I'm French. It's crazy. He died so he died so many times, man. Shit, you imagine that? Oh shit. No, Vanilla Sky was good. Fuck the movie for me. Vanilla Sky was good. Do I need to Mario Madrigal 17's got to watch the election. I will recap tomorrow. Trump train. Ryan Dillon. Beginning of the show has him there. Texas is looking blue. Relax, Ryan. Texas is looking blue. Interstellar type shit. Interstellar was great. Oh, my favorite movie of all time. Hey, Alex, a long time ago, I asked you about a high mileage Coyote and bought a 13 Mustang with 58,000 miles and been driving for a few months and love it. Thank you for the information you put out. welcome. Hey, Richard Valdez, you're fucking welcome, buddy. So aftermarket cat headers not worth buying. Why are you getting headers? To flow more air. And you're going to put a plug at the end of that header. It's kind of stupid, huh? Forbidden Concept says, don't get him started. Forbidden Concept, don't get him started. Hey, KC526 might want to moderate my chat. She might want to moderate my chat, not necessarily, dig on my shit. Because I think I can click here and remove as moderator. Let me see. Yeah, I can totally remove as moderator. No, don't remove me. Ah, stop it. Oh, no. I can't get out of there now. Shit, I can't get out of there. Oh, I got to click it again. There we go. Just take out them cats. Donnie Darko Alex. S550 in my area ran 11.16 already. Opened his hood, had stock manifolds, intake, cold air intake. Pretty sure he has cat delete 85 as possible. Probably 18 manifold. I don't know. I'm a Chevy guy. Probably gutted in a big converter. Yeah, probably gutted in a big converter. What's your favorite beer? I do not drink. Yes, I'm gay. I don't drink. I've never had a sip of beer in my life. I'm one of these guys that I love to work out. I eat food. I like food. Just don't drink or smoke. That's why I can afford 2 Mustangs and a fast drag car. I don't spend a dime on beer, alcohol, booze, or drugs. My drug is speed and vagina. I love vagina. I can't say it really loud because I'm in the Lund's house. And if I say vagina or pussy really loud, it could be a problem. Ashton 5.0 says, for sale, 14 Mustang GT Paxton 3.6 pulley OPG's Siley fuel system on 50,000 miles. 24,000 best offer, tuned by Brandon at Lund. Badass shit. David Burnworth, he said, have a good night. Have a good night. Hopefully the candidate you voted for wins. We'll see how that goes. I would love to see the same test with the Detroit 400 and aftermarket fuel rails and see what the fuel pressure would look like. Warren Howard, the same. We did the test. The restriction is usually at the line or the rails at that point. But it's only 10 PSI. But am I really going to do that? Am I really going to start shoving Detroit 400 pumps in cars? No. Return style fuel system, because you're not going to leave it at the same boost. You're not going to leave it at the same boost when you go 85. You're going to get addicted, and you're going to pulley down, and you're going to stress out that fuel system. Chess Fordham says, best converter for a Hellion 14 car with a stock 6R80 will do a fair amount of street driving. I do a 3C, or I don't know if they make a 3B. I don't like the B stator, I think they call it, or whatever. I don't like the B. I like the C. 2C or 3C, in my opinion, is pretty badass. Beer's great. I quit though. Do you eat magic mushrooms? I don't eat anything. I use a 3B for my twin kit, Edo Martinez. Edo Martinez has a 3B. So there you go. If they make a 3B, but I wouldn't do a 2B. A 2B is way tight. You can also make it where people can post up and it appears to normal to them, but no one else sees it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what he's saying. My drug is speed and vagina. New shirt idea. Lady T. Johnson. Is she in the house? Utah County Picasso's page says, could they be wanting more torque in the Mustang and make them feel faster? Then that might be the reason behind the switching to a push-rod engine. Utah, everyone tells me it's the tooling. It's the cost to make the Coyote is astronomical, according to some. According to some, it is cheaper to make a 6.8 for the F-150 and Mustang and a 7.3 for the F-250. It makes sense for the F-250. I don't know if it makes sense for the 6.8 to be in a Mustang, but like I said, the 10-speed auto can make that 6.8 work. If it makes 500 crank, that means you can make 550, 560 with mods, maybe more, maybe 500 to 520 to 550 wheel is potential, which is and probably reasonable price-wise. The problem is you could just boost the Coyote and make 800, 900, and that's where I think people get lost. That's where you save money. Explain Pump 85 versus Race 85. Pump 85, right? So you go to the pump and it's 85% ethanol. Well, what's the other 15%? Well, it's lips and assholes. Lips, assholes, horse hooves, pigeon teeth, chicken teeth, gizzard, liver, just anything else is chocolate milk, Godiva chocolates, everything else is the 15%. Whereas the C85, X85, the other 15% is race gas, MS109, oxygenated stuff, and like cut with like fucking nitromethane. It's just cut with a whole bunch of shit, but it is 85% ethanol, and the other shit is race car shit. Have you ever been behind a car that's running like C85 or X85 and you're like tearing up? You're like, why am I tearing up? It's got like crazy additives in it to make it just like super crazy, the super sweet, the combustion, lower the combustion. Basically, it's not junk. The other 15% is not junk. Now, there's some additives in there that might hurt you. I wouldn't want to smell some of that stuff. You get behind a car that has MS1 or 9, you're like, this fucking thing stinks like ass. I'd rather smell pump gas. But E85 from the pump, 15% is probably shit gas. And the race come in a bucket, 85% ethanol race stuff is probably cut with race gas and other additives. Pump 85, you don't know what the rest of the 15% is exactly. Chin dildo. Where is I Swallow Cum? Hey, Alex, where do you see racing turning into the next 5 years? So I thought electric. Honestly, I thought electric. Because if the Tesla Plaid comes out and runs 8s and 200 miles an hour, it changes everything. It changes absolutely everything. I know that 7 seconds is now, I don't want to say normal, but remember when 8 seconds was doing something with a Coyote? Oh my God, 8 seconds. Oh my God, 8 seconds. Now it's like, why haven't you gone 8s? Why haven't you gone 8s? 7s is like, ooh, attainable, easily attainable. Here it is right here. And impressive. But I think 7s are going to become the new 8s. Why haven't you gone 7s? This guy went 7s. The recipe is made. And it took a couple of years to get the recipe so that after we cook it, it's right. Now, it can be served to the public, and there it is. People like Manuel with the transmission stuff, Power by the Hour, everyone that's involved with the high-end racing thing has the recipe down to a nice little science and package that we can just copy paste. Yes, we are copy pasting 7-second combinations. You can make fun of copy paste tuning all you want. We are copy pasting 7-second cars at 1300 wheel. Can't really fuck with that. Will Fowler says, put on a hat and whip the bill. Okay, whatever. Yeah, yeah. I like how people. Hey guys, do you want me to boot Will Fowler? He just said something that made me go, you caught me out the wrong time. Why don't you put on the hat and flip the bill? Hey monkey, what? Hey monkey, why don't you do monkey? Hey clown, do clown shit for me. Fuck out of here. Unbelievable. I'd be happy with 9s, someone said. Mr. Lund Sr., we should start the build this coming week, I believe, says Edwin Martinez. Is Lund here? Is John Lund here? Jeremiah Kemp says, FTW smells so good. FTW was the best. FTW Purple was the best smelling fuel I've ever smelled. I remember going to the track one time and seeing a car go by, vroom, and I went, that bitch smells like grape. What the fuck is that? Oh, fuck is that? Then I got a hold of it and I'm like, oh, the red car made like another 80 horse over E85 with FTW. It was just like this explosive, crazy shit. I don't know what was wrong with it. And then it's gone. Then it disappeared. Someone got sued. Someone stole a recipe and it's gone. Some of the best performing fuel I've ever seen out there disappeared. Crazy times. Someone says boot. Someone thumbs up the boot. Alex, I've been tuned by you guys for about 3 months now, and I came from another 3-letter tuning company, and the Lund tune is definitely worth the price compared to the competition. 100%. Lund for the life. Lund for the life. HTFU. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the kind words. Look, I work for the best tuning. I work for the best tuning company, the best Ford tuning company. Today we had 5 new people. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 5 new 7-second cars. Blows my mind. It's okay, Slowboy Valdez. We're all retarded. Some of us even voted for Biden. Chunk is looking good in Florida, Alex. Dustin Jenkins. I'll have to take a peek. I'm here in the bunker. I'm gonna stay till about 9:45. Actually, I got about 10 minutes. Let's do a nice 1.5 hour show. It's light. I'll let you guys get back to election coverage and watching Joe Rogan watch the world burn. That is very interesting and entertaining, so that'll be good. Pros and cons of Lund versus another tuning company. Danny M, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. Imagine having an employee that works at Samsung and he has a live stream and you ask him, what's better, you or Apple? And I would say Samsung, you fuck. What's wrong with you? For the life, I'll stick by that. For that life, I'll stick by that. Thank you, Slowboy Valdez. Just received my Beefcake Special Vortex Stage 2 900 horsepower V3 kit for my 2020 10-speed PP1. Is it worth ordering a ported 350 manifold before I get the cartoon? Car's got free-flowing long tubes. Nope. Keep the 18 manifold in that guy and just ride out, brother. Ride out. 18 manifold. If you want to port the manifold, the 18 manifold, you'll be happy you did. No need to redo the fucking, reinvent the wheel. I think you'll be fine with that guy. Love the channel. 2020 350 will be in the garage beginning of the year. Go Trump. If I could swing it, I get a GT350, a 2020 GT350. Why? It's the last one. They're done making them. Now that Mach 1 is going to be the thing. I would love to get my hands on a 350 and just leave that bitch in mothballs, but I won't. I'd be driving it, getting rock chips all over the shit. Tacuache style. Some Ferrari guy says, Alejandro Flores, some people live in a state where they have to have the sniffer test to pass inspection. Also, didn't think there was a huge diff in horsepower in an NA car. What is he referencing? Does anyone know? Can anyone explain the difference between a radial and a bias ply for the street? Thanks. Ernie Montalvo. Yeah, okay. A bias ply is basically the construction of the wheel. The radial has, steel belts basically, and it's more stable at high speeds. The bias ply will have like a wrinkle wall, and it actually is more forgiving, and it's meant to kind of take more of a shock. Now, the problem with a bias ply is if you have a big tire up front and you start steering, that bias ply, it'll multiply and actually make the swaying worse. That's why a lot of people go with a skinny tire up front. And a bias, I would do a skinny tire up front anytime you have a bias ply in the back, because when you turn, it's not as a severe kind of thing. You're turning and it's a slower kind of action, whereas a big tire has more contact patch. And when you turn that big tire, it whips everything around on a bias ply. And that's when people think bias plies do this all the way down the track, because the guy has 20-inch front Alcoas on the fucker. That's why. If he had skinnies, he'd be fine. But I think the drag radial, if your suspension is on point, the drag radial is going to be a quicker, better tire, right? Depending on your suspension setup. I think the bias ply is more forgiving. I think a bias ply is better off for stick shift cars. But now with new clutch technology, you're starting to see a lot of stick guys go with a drag radial as long as their suspension is tuned right, and they make the fuse, meaning the place where the slip happen at the clutch as opposed to as the tire. Post Malone's in the house and says, my A10 does 454 horsepower. Should I do comp cams or 150 shop? 150 shop all day, every day, with the 85 if there's 85 in your area. Some Ferrari guy says, catted versus non-catted headers. You're going to make more power out non-catted, aka free-flowing exhaust. If you have the ability to buy the extension legs that are catted and you can put them on for inspection, you can go ahead and do that. Most states don't sniff anymore. They do an OBD check, and the OBD check usually replaces the sniffer test. The sniffer test is obsolete, I think. They just basically check the OBD2, make sure that all of the monitors are reading properly, that you don't have any check engine lights, and as long as the front O2s are picking up, as long as the rear O2s are picking up a differential that the front O2s are picking up, that means there's a cat in the middle, you'll be okay. If it's not picking up a differential, it'll throw a P0420, P0430 code, which is the cat inefficiency code, and then you'll fail inspection because the inspector will say you have a faulty cat or an issue with your sensors or something, or missing cats. Everything is now OBD2, not necessarily a sniffer, unless you live like in Virginia and they don't have like electricity there. Boss has better pistons than Gen 2. Racing Clown. See about section for his IG and Facebook links. Thank you, KC526. How many of those 7.7 cars are built right? And for how many chasing number stock motor living on borrowed time? Eric Nuremberg, every single one of those 7-second cars you saw today have built motors, except Mario's has the least built motor. The black S197 has a non-sleeved rods and piston motor. It went sevens. Badass. Congratulations, Mario. Good for you, bro. Brandon McMillan gave me $5 and say, "Goddamn thing." My favorite type of question. I got an NA manual, so you not alone, man. Okay, they're talking to someone else. I got the Lund tune. Do I really need headers, or do I have? I have all the other bolt-ons. You don't need the headers, but it's a good idea if you're gonna go max effort naturally aspirated. You mean where Virginia? No, same. Virginia, West Virginia, it's just pretty much the same shit. No, it's not. It's totally different. You're pretty fucked up. Everyone's pretty fucked up here. Colton Price says, fucking YOLO. What do you think about the 6.8 Ford is putting in the Mustang? Holy shit, you have to go to the beginning of the show. I talked about it last week and this week and periodically during here. I'm not going to repeat it 10 times. What do you think of the downpipe and the E50 2020 Supras keeping up with Hellcats? I believe it. MK, Mark 5 Supras are legit. They're legit. I'm sorry. They're legit. They've been 8s. They've been 9s easy bolt-ons. 10s easy bolt. It's a legit car. I'm sorry. I cannot fucking talk shit about that car. It is legit. AJTOU says, Alex, love the channel all the way from Mississippi. 15 Mustang GT PP1 thinking of doing an intake only cams. What are your thoughts? I would get comp camp stage 3s. Again, I would get comp camp stage 3s. Why, Alex? Because I see better gains with them. But what about the L&M, blah, 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 blah? That's fine. I suggest comp cam stage 3s. Well, tune L&M intake cams. I suggest comp cam stage 3s. Eric Nuremberg says, can't fault that. They came fully prepared. Good job. They did. The fucking Mark 5 is so legit. It's a good looking car. It's a body kit E85 and a downpipe and a tune away from being deadly. Like, oh man, this thing's going to keep up with a lot of cars. And it's a little car. It's light-ish. It's cool. It good, looks good. Aesthetically pleasing. I cannot make fun of that car. They did a very good job. Can I run methanol? You guys will run me for that. Iltal says, can I run methanol? You guys will run me for that. And then he put a question mark. You guys run ethanol? You guys will run me for that? Like run you out of here? Like what kind of methanol? Water meth injection, or like straight meth in the gas tank? Jeff K says, yo, Alex, I got an 18 base GT 10 already. Looking for the Odin. What else would I need to run 9s? The Odin and E85 is pretty legit. So the Odin and E85 or Odin and race gas is pretty legit. So Odin, moon boost, E85 return style fuel system, it'll be 9s like nothing, like way in the 9s. Why would you owned tuner say my tund was good with data logging? What? My last tune happened. Okay, great. Greg Bogner says, why would owned tuner say my tund was good without data logging? What? My last tune, that happened. So if you guys can decipher that, good luck with that. And Zane Mustang, what's up, Zane? Says, have you seen the older 4R75 transmissions painted with a Coyote? Have that in my F-150 and will Coyote swap if I fan keep the transmission? He's another one that's talking all fucked up. Can, and he corrected it. Can. And then Iltal says, question mark, tune, question mark. I don't even know what the hell your question was. It was okay, he says methanol in the gas tank, sir. 100% meth? You better have the fuel system for it. If it's NA, you'll need like a return style fuel system and 1000cc injector. But I wouldn't want to tune that remotely. Honestly, I can try it on my red car, but you got to be real careful with methanol. It's not something to be fucked with. Tune me up for that. Tune me up for that. Even that sounds fucked up. Like your English is really retarded. Love you, Iltal. It's not an easy, here you go, tune it and you're done. You got to be real careful with 100% methanol. And you're going to be the one that says, well, Alex, my cold starts on methanol are not good at 50 degrees. And I'm going to say, get the fuck out of my face. Put pump gas in that bitch. Why are you driving a methanol-equipped car in the winter? Oh! Hey, Alex, I'm only getting 6 miles a gallon with methanol. As you should. El Coyote has ever heard of Whataburger, Alex? Yes, I also call it Onion Burger. It's the worst burger on the fucking planet. And Texans think it's great because they've never left Texas. Oh, Whataburger's great. Guys, it's an onion burger. It's fucking disgusting. In-N-Out sucks too. I don't think In-N-Out is any better. Well, what's your best burger joint? Out of all of them, the heartiest, best tasting burger I've had is going to be fucking Five Guys. And if you think any different, fuck you. Your state is turning blue anyway. Quick question. My headers are rubbing like a hair on my frame. Is it possible I'm getting robbed of timing? Yes, it's possible. Your question was, is it possible? Absolutely. It's for a race car, man. LOL. Iltal, again, that's something we haven't done. And I'm not going to just try it on yours. We're going to have to try it on ours, on our vehicles, see what it takes. We'll probably have to burn some of them up. But the stock computer system, big injector, twin pump situation on a race car with full meth, I haven't done it yet. So, especially remotely. So, as of now, we do not support that. It's overrated for sure. It's for sure not the worst. Okay. Hey, Alex, looking to throw some internals on my Gen 3. Any recommendations without sleeves? Swap pincers and rods. What kind of power are you looking to make? Because the stock Gen 3 can make 850, 900 If you're looking for like 1,000 plus, it's probably a good idea to sleeve it. Whataburger has gone to shit. Whataburger has always been shit. Do you look into Prey Performance 6th Gen Camaros? I do not, because honestly, I don't care, but this isn't a Camaro channel. By the way, guys, just so you know, I got sent the video on Instagram. A bone stock C8 Corvette went 11-0 in Maryland last week. Again, guys, a bone stock C8 Corvette that didn't break the axles went 11-0 in good weather at Maryland International Raceway. To me, that's still a better buy. That's a badass little ride. But wait till the Z06 and the Z01s come out and we'll see what the deal is. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I want to let you guys go back to watching Joe Rogan, go back to watching the election coverage. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go sit with the Lunds and see if the world just goes to shit. I'm sure there's already riots happening in D.C. Portland's probably going to have riots kicking off in about a half hour. And Philly should be due for riots in about 20 to 50 minutes. So I want to be in front of the TV when that shit starts going down because I don't want to miss it. Thank you, everyone, for checking in. Thank you for Casey526 for being the moderator for this chat, keeping everything tight. And thanks for everyone that did the pay chat. I will not be on tomorrow unless I get time in the hotel room to actually sit down and set up the equipment. I'll bring it with me, but I don't think I'm going to release a video or a live stream tomorrow on that dating channel. If I do change my mind, I will update you that in the channel and I'll let you know what the deal is. But for now, thanks for listening, guys. We'll talk to you later, and congrats to all those new members of the 7 Second Club. Congrats to everybody. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you later. Oh, hold on. Ruslan Z says, just want to say it's been a while. Thanks for the money. All right, let me get out of here. See ya.